Hi, Linda Anderson here from Linda Lou Creates, and I'm so happy you joined me. Well, Stampin' Up! Has released their retired list, and all of the current designer series papers are on it. So, I'm on a mission to use up what I have. Well, at least I'll try to put a dent into it, let's put it that way. So for today's card, I was inspired by a quilt pattern. I cut up a variety of squares, as you can see here, of the best dressed paper pack, and then just went to it. So I want to show you how I did this and just change it up just a little notch there. And if I could, while I have it here, just share the fun envelope as well that uses the designer series paper. So another great way to use up some of that pattern paper that you have. So I'll show you how I did that here as well. So let me set this off to the side and pull in some of the supplies that you're going to need. All right, so first up, my card base. I have a piece of lovely lipstick, and it is the top folding card that I love to do. 11 by 4 1/4. The middle is 5 1/2, where I scored and folded. Now I went ahead and inside put in my 5 1/4 by 4 inch Whisper White, and I just happen to have a little strip. I think this measures like 3/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, something like that wide, just to put a little something on the inside then as well. Okay, then on the outside, 2 pieces here. First of all, a piece of basic black. This is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. It will layer up with my, then again, 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White, which is where I'm going to do my quilt pattern. I also have a piece here of Whisper White that I went ahead and stamped on it my sentiment, and it comes from the Seriously Best stamp set. Love this. I love the big font, the big words, and then you can just put in anywhere you want the little strip. These are actually separate, so you have 2 different stamps, so that way you can place them wherever you want. Love that. I use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink for that. So, okay, let me bring in the piece of that Whisper White, and I went ahead and did a little bit of gluing down ahead of time. Like I said, I just cut up squares of the designer series paper. They measure 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. Okay, so it's a 1 1/2 inch square piece of paper. And this is gonna, I have some florals, as you see, some of the smaller florals that come in that paper pack. I also have what I'm calling sort of more of a neutral. So here, it's definitely a smaller pattern there. You see more solid color than you do a lot of colors like you do in the floral. And now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Yes, I cheated a little bit. This paper is actually Purple Posy from that paper pack. So I did cut up a little bit of the Purple Posy to throw in there because I love the gingham. So, and I had to have that in there. So that's what I did. Now, you just basically are going to take these squares and create your pattern. You can go anywhere, any direction you want. I decided to kind of go on the diagonal. So that's where I'm going to start, is my corner to corner diagonal. I just sort of lay the patterns down so I can mix and match, make sure I have it the way I want it. And then so this is essentially what I do. So there's my diagonal. I have my white covered up, and I just sort of lay things down. I then pull these end pieces off and I glue these 3 down because I feel like these are kind of the anchor that is the start of my quilt pattern. So I did that. I just want to make sure, this one I find to be the rather important one. I want to make sure that my squares, as you can see, the ends of it here, extend beyond the top and the left side here of my Whisper White. And I'll show you that why in a minute with that. All right, so all I'm going to do now is basically start building my pattern here. Just by laying things down, mixing and matching the way I want to go with this. You know, you can go by colors, the design, how you want your flowers to look if you have a floral. notice how I have my neutrals mixed in there. So for me, I am kind of aiming to have it go the neutral, the floral, neutral, floral, neutral, floral, so that I don't get it all like, woo, that's kind of hard to see there. So I also don't want to have a lot of the same colors or same patterns side by side. So I do kind of mix that up also. The thing that I'm going to change on this one that I don't have on the initial one here, see how I covered up the entire piece of white cardstock. This one I'm going to leave some white space. So I'm not going to completely cover it. And I'll show you what I mean here in just a moment as I'm kind of laying this out. All right, so let's see. Let me get one maybe here. And I feel like I need something else. Nope. So see how I'm kind of looking? If I put this, then I feel like it's all in a row. It's the same pattern. So I'm going to pop this one here instead. And one more. Let me get out my little gingham here. Okay. So there. I have it laid out. Let me move these out of the way so we're not confusing anybody. So see how I didn't fill in all of the white space. I'm leaving it there just for something, just to give a little extra pop by having it be white. So now that I'm happy with the way this is laying out and the way it's looking, I would start gluing all of these pieces down. I do use the mono liquid glue by Tombow, and that's just what I prefer to use. So by the magic of television, I already did that. So I don't want you to have to sit and watch me do all of that. So here it is, a little bit different in the way of patterns go, but everything is now laid out. I still have my white open space there. So once you have that, it's time to trim it up and make it begin to look pretty. So let me just go ahead and with my scissors, I will just trim this off. Whoops. Okay. So I am just following. You could use your paper trimmer too for this if you wanted. So I mean, because we know that this is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, but I find I just grab my scissors and I can do it just as well that way. So okay, almost done. Now if I were to make a couple more of these cards, I would save some of these bigger scraps because they could fit in where I needed them in those little spaces. So here we go. So here's the pattern then that I have. What I did then next was run this through an embossing folder, and I used the Ornate Floral embossing folder, and I came up with this. So I don't know if you can see that, all that beautiful texture. Very similar to a quilt, and when they go in and do all that extra stuff to make it puffy. That's what I've done here with the embossing folder. So now I'm going to go ahead and adhere this to the black. If at some point you wanted to trim this to a different size, you could at any time. So you know, don't be afraid to do that if that you want a different size for anything here. So I'm the one who likes that very small border around my cards, so around my layers rather. So I like just going 1/8 of an inch bigger. So that's what I have here. So let's go ahead and get this. And you can decide if there's one that it's like a, you know, top and bottom. If you're like, ooh, I really want this color down here at the end, and you know, if you had some directional patterns like I kind of do here, you know, which way do I want to have it facing? So there we go. There's the front of our card. Now all I'm going to do is bring in this piece of Whisper White. And like I say, it's measured to the size of your sentiment. So whatever that may be, and the width is 4 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some of my dimensionals. I usually try and have these already put on, but I'm kind of slacking off a little bit here. So I am the dimensional queen, I will admit it, and I'm okay with that. So okay, so let's get this popped on. Super simple here. You don't want to take too much away from that beautiful quilt pattern that you've created here. So I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to slide it right in here, make sure that's straight, and press it down. All right, now I do have a sheet of the glitter enamel dots. I like these a lot, not only because of the glitter in there, just to give it an extra sparkle, but because of the that they're relatively flat. So I like that to be able to mail in that way. So these are actually not, this is Melon Mambo, and this is Gorgeous Grape, but I can still use it for the colors that I have in here. So I'm going to go ahead this time and use the Melon Mambo, and I'll pop one on this side, and then let's go ahead and just for a little fun, and there we go. It was as simple as that. But I used up some of my scraps, some of my paper. So here's the one with the white in it, and here's the one that's totally filled up. And as you can see, I used the purple, the Gorgeous Grape, then gems on that. So you can tell me in the comments which one you like best. Now, like I said, let's not let the envelope go unloved. So I have one of the Stampin' Up's medium size Whisper White envelopes. Now the measurement across is 5 3/4. So I have my piece of Designer Series paper cut ever so slightly bigger. That way, just in case, I can always trim it off, which is what I'm going to do. So that's what I did. I went on the heavy side of 5 3/4. And then the width of it is 2 1/4. So let me move the cards for a second. What I'm going to do is bring back my liquid glue, put it on here. Let's just meet it up right where the fold is. I will, whoops, slide that in there. Let me fold it to make sure I'm at a good place. And the fact that it's the liquid glue, it allows me to move it around if I need to. So just go ahead and press that in. Then get out your scissors, which mine dropped, so give me a second to pick them up. All right, here we go. So I just will come along, turn it on the back side, and start trimming. All right, because it does not take long at all. You can just trim away at that excess, and you will have a beautiful envelope that everyone will be wowed by. Now, one thing I do recommend is that you use a piece of paper to decorate your envelope that corresponds with the card that goes on that is going inside of it. So I do have this pattern here, so I feel like, you know, I'm okay with that. Same thing here. Let me bring back the first card, the initial card, and again, this is that lovely lipstick color is there, so that's why I pulled that paper out. So here we go. Like I said, we have 2 fun cards, 2 beautiful envelopes to go with it. Again, let me know which one you prefer, the one fully covered or the one with some white space in it. I will continue doing some more videos and Facebook Lives trying to use up my paper, so don't be afraid to join me on Facebook. I'm Linda Lou Creates. Just search for it, find me, follow me. I would love it. And then while you're here watching this on YouTube, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And then also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. That way you won't miss out on any new videos that I put out. I do have a blog. It's lindaloucreates.com. I post a lot of my projects there. I also have a newsletter that you can sign up for. So, hey guys, thanks again for joining me. I hope you get a chance to create today. And I want you to stay safe and keep on stamping. Bye now.